Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Mazda 2, 1.5 90PS SE-L Nav, manual car presented in Soul Red. This car was taken in part exchange a couple of hours ago here at our Orpington branch. We're delighted to have this on our used car offering. This is the second time we're offering this at Orpington. The car has a full Mazda service history with ourselves. It originally came from our Bookham branch, whereas it was sold from new. After 3 years, we sold it to our customer here. She's always serviced it with us, and she's traded her car in for another Mazda 2, a white one, slightly newer car. And this is lovely. It's in the same condition as when we sold the young lady the car. This is a standard spec vehicle with the addition of reverse sensors, which I think is a nice sensible accessory. She was in for a service only, I think, 2 weeks ago, 10 days, 2 weeks ago. So the car's just had a service, just had an MOT, so it's ready to go. All the tyres are in great condition. Okay, in fact, they look rather new. So yeah, the car is ready to go. It's on about 67,000 miles. Drives beautifully. I've driven it about a mile here up to the rugby club, and drives as a Mazda 2 should. And I suppose that's what. Hello, Kevin. I'll come and see you in a minute. All right, thank you. Sorry about that. That's one of the locals in the rugby club. He's a customer. So yes, when these cars are well maintained, it certainly pays off in the long run. It certainly does. Okay, so let me take you around the car, and hopefully you can see the condition of the vehicle. Now, you might be wondering, the mileage wise, how come it's done? I mean, average miles is 12,500 a year. This car is 6 years old, so it's not really high miles, but she has since the original lockdown been doing 100 miles a day. She's a quantity surveyor and works in Slough. So Slough, Orpington to Slough every day. She's racking up about 100 miles, which is why she thought she'd change it for something with less miles, and so on and so forth, and then change that in a couple of years. Now, this car as well, I've just noticed, I believe, but I could be wrong, this car's got the front fog lights as well. That may have been an accessory, but I can't remember 6 years back whether it was or not. But it does have front fog lights. So you've got front fog lights, you've got the Soul Red paint, you've got reverse sensors. Let me show you in the boot. Now you've got a good sized boot. I would say that's family friendly, meaning you could get a pushchair in there. There is space for a spare wheel. Okay, if spare wheel's something that you require, that was an accessory, and has been for some years now on most cars. There is a place for it. You've got a 60-40 split rear seat. Okay, now because this car is pre-April the 1st 2017, and it's got this ultra low emission engine, the road tax on this car is 20 or 30 pounds. The details will be on the advert, but it's either 20 or 30 pounds, which I think is a really good bonus. Myself, if I was looking for a Mazda 2, I'd probably go for the earlier car, just so I'd get away with, not paying the government that extra 120 pounds or whatever it may be. Look at that, all the back seats, everything's excellent. You've got the original overmats, headlining's in great condition. Seat bolster, everything, is in great shape, doesn't look worn, all very, very good. Okay, roof is free of any dents. I'm always very careful now, because I've had a few cars that have suffered hail damage, which I haven't noticed. It's not a problem, you can get hail damage out, but it is a bit of a pain in the what's it. Okay, and all the alloys are unmarked and in beautiful. Oh no, sorry, I told a lie. That one's marked, which I'll have rectified over the next couple of days. And all the others are good. Okay, so all very good indeed. So let's get in the car. Now these are really well spec'd. So you had the SE, the SE-L 75 brake, And then you had the SE-L Nav, which was the 90 brake or PS engine, which I'd say is the best value for money. So you've got electric windows all round, electric folding mirrors. You've got lane departure warning, which will warn you if you depart out of your lane without indicating. You've got engine stop start, I-stop, which will intelligent engine stop start system, which will turn your engine off and turn it on again when you're in traffic to save fuel, save you money, and ultimately, you know, help save the environment. Traction control helps keep you on the road, helps you under heavy braking, helps prevent you wheel spinning. And you've got a tyre pressure monitoring system, which will warn you when your tyre pressure falls 4 psi or more. That's a really good feature. I was thinking about it the other day. You know, I often only check my tyre pressures if the tyre looks soft or feels, in terms of when I'm steering, a bit strange. And 4 psi won't do that, but what it will do, it will affect your handling, your braking and your fuel efficiency. So I think it's an important thing to have. Right, I'm going to start the car. The car comes with 2 keys. Okay, now I wrote that tag out 3 years ago. It only seemed like yesterday. Press this start button, the car fires into life.
Let's do this.
You've got air conditioning, okay, and it's ice cold, by the way. It's all been tested only a couple of weeks ago, and I was using it on the way up here, something I always check with cars. You've got USBs for charging and for reading data, okay. You've got a 12-volt socket. I have nothing that runs off that anymore, apart from the old pump to pump up tyres. And you've got an SD card reader here. You've got the human interface, or the multimedia commander, I think is the official name. That will operate this they call a Mazda MZD Connect. It's your radio, Bluetooth, hands-free, settings and sat nav all in one. So let me run you through. So you've got here FM, AM, DAB. So DAB on a little car like this, 6 years old, I think is excellent. And it kind of future-proofs you, because some FM channels, I believe, are being switched off. I know of one that was recently, I forget the name now, I heard it on the radio. So there's something for everyone on there, I would say, from all around the world, all different genres of music, etc, etc. And you can listen to talk sport without all the crackling. And then you've got your traditional FM, AM, etc, etc. Once you've paired your phone up via the Bluetooth, you'll get your call lists, missed call, dial call, phone book. And if you've got an Android phone, it will also read your text messages. Sat nav, comprehensive sat nav. You put your postcode in, and off you go. All right. When you're en route, you can choose, you know, shortest route, longest route, avoid motorways, avoid toll roads, etc. Always found that amusing, coming back from the south coast. When I did the shortest route, it took me down roads that I didn't think ever existed or could actually possibly be roads. It's quite scenic, actually, so you can have a bit of fun there. But you can also find places nearby, i.e. set a category. I'm always hungry, but I'm also always looking for a fuel station, because every car I seem to get in has no fuel. And it will tell you your fuel stations and the direction and the distance. Now, if you set up a Wi-Fi hotspot from your phone, so your car is connected to the internet, uses a minuscule amount of data, it'll also give you the fuel prices. You'll also get live traffic updates, weather reports, etc, etc. So connectivity, I think, is very important these days. I think everyone likes to be connected to the internet, connected to their friends, you know, connected with their music. This car will do that. And you can also upgrade this system on this page here to have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can mirror your apps, you know, a lot of your phone's functions onto this screen here, and control, you know, Spotify, WhatsApp and bits and pieces like that. Okay, here we go in your settings page. So you've got display settings, you can turn that off, change the brightness, etc. Safety, you've got smart city braking. Okay, so this car has a camera up here. If you were to get too close to a car in front, so scenario, you're in traffic, it's a hot day, you stop start, you've been in traffic for ages, you look out the window, your car's rolling along, and you get too close to the car in front, and you're doing under 20 miles an hour, the car will apply its brakes because it feels that you've been distracted. Now, the great thing about this, it's recognised by insurance companies and should reflect in your premium. So that's a very important thing to have. I think a lot of cars will have that as standard because statistically a lot of accidents happen at those low speeds. You've got lane departure warning system. I think I touched on that earlier, so if you were to veer out of a lane without indicating, it'll alert you to that. You've got a really great sound system. Okay, I know years ago when I got my car, you know, it was always about putting big speakers and whatnot in cars. I think the sound systems are really good on cars these days and are really decent quality. Your clock's GPS synced, so you never have to relearn setting the clock, because I always struggled to do that for some reason. Always found it difficult. So it's GPS synced, it sets with your GPS, you never have to change that, and it'll be very, very accurate. Vehicle, there's some like lighting settings, so you can have like coming home lights, leaving home lights, you know, to get safe passage to your front door, you know, for 30 seconds before the lights turn off. Door locking, auto relock if you don't open the door after 30 seconds. You can control your devices there, Bluetooth, network management, you know, the wireless I was talking about earlier, and you can change the system, you can change the language, so it's helpful if you're learning a new language, etc. Okay, so mileage is 67,138. So it's got full services with ourselves, TW White and Sons at Alpington, so we know the car extremely well. So if you want to know anything more about the car, if you want any more specific photographs or videos, please don't hesitate to ask. We're more than happy to help. Do inquire at any time of day. We often pick up our voicemails, emails and live chat outside normal business hours, because like myself, I only have time to look at things when I'm not working, you know, and that is normally in the evenings, you know, sitting there with your laptop, your tablet or your phone. So do inquire any time of day. You'll be surprised. We'll probably come back to you sooner than you'd expect. Part exchange is extremely welcome, even if you don't have a Mazda or a Suzuki. If you look on our website, we sell lots of different cars. So we give very good prices for those cars. Obviously, there's lots of internet valuing platforms for cars out there, you know, always advertised on the radio and the TV. You know, do try them so you know that you're being treated fairly. But we do treat customers fairly, and we like the whole process to be as seamless and enjoyable as possible. The car will come with a 12 months comprehensive warranty. Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty, so a Mazda warranty. So a car of this age mileage, you know, on a second-hand car lot, you won't get the sort of warranty that we'll give with this car. It also includes 12 months MOT insurance, 12-month roadside assistance, and that's the comprehensive roadside assistance, not one of these ones that won't pick you up from home and won't cover you in Europe. It's very, very comprehensive. You get a courtesy car and all sorts if things go wrong. Obviously do check the T's and T's. We have fantastic finance facilities for all, and the facility to extend the warranty for up to 2 years. So thank you very much for watching our video. I hope it's been informative. I hope I've not bored you, and I hope I haven't missed anything out. Oh, the car does have cruise control. I forgot to mention that. All right. So thanks for watching again, and look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye-bye.